Hi guys, I hope you are doing well. This is part 4 of NumPy tutorial series. In today's session, we will be discuss how we can split the NumPy array using these method. So guys, for your information, NumPy array can be split in vertically, horizontally, or depth wise. So I will give you lots of example to understand these function in greater detail. So for now, let me go to the Jupyter notebook. So guys, first of all, let me import the library of NumPy. And here, first of all, we will discuss how we can use a split function. So guys, using a split function, we can split array into multiple sub array with equal size. Okay. And this method takes 3 arguments. First argument will be your array. Okay. And second argument, you have to pass here indices. Indices means your chunk size. And the third argument will be axis. And by default, axis equal to 0 in this particular function. Okay. And guys, this function return the list of sub array. The output of array will be divided into equal array along with your axis. Okay. Now let me give an example. So I'm going to create a array equal to np.arange. And here I'm passing only the 10 elements, and this is my array. Now I am using this particular split function. Okay. So how we can use the split function? So np.split. And guys, as I said, first of all, you have to pass your array and here the chunk size. So here our array will be divided into 5 sub array with equal size. Okay. So guys, as I said, NumPy split method divides up the input array as per the specified parameter. And here your first parameter should be your array and your chunk size, which called indices. Now let me run this. So you can see here we are getting the 5 sub array with equal size. Okay. So guys, in some cases, a split procedure is not possible with the same size of array. Then what will happen? This particular method will raise an exception. Okay. Now let me use here np.split, and I'm going to provide array and 4 chunk sizes. Okay. Now let me run this. So guys, you can see here your array will not split into the same equal size. That's why we are getting this exception. Fine. And in the same way here, I'm using np.split your array and chunk sizes too. So we can easily split this particular array into 2 sub array, right? Now let me run this. So you can see here. Okay. And now guys, what if we are providing the multiple chunk size? So np.split and your array. And here I'm going to provide 2, 4, 5, 7. Now let me run this and let me print my array as well. So guys, here input list is an index. Based on index, you will get an output in the form of array. So here first index is 2. So I will get first 2 element from array. And the second element is 4. Then I will get element between 2 and 4. And in the same way, I will get next element in the form of array between 4 and 5 and so on. Make sense, guys? And after 7, I don't have anything. That's why I will get all the element after the 7th index. So you can see here, I'm getting 7, 8, 9. In the same way, if I'm using here np.split an array, and I'm going to change my index, let's say 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then what will happen? So this particular number will be the part of this particular array. Okay, now let me run this. So you can see here, right? In the same way, let me change once again np.split an array. And here I'm passing, let's say 2, 5, 7. Okay. So first of all, in the first array, I will have only the 2 element. In the second array, I will have between 2 and 5. Okay. And between 5 and 7. And after 7, all the element. Now let me run this. Got it? So guys, now let me tell you once again, in split, right? Look at your indices. Your indices is 2, 5, 7. Okay. So in the first partition, we are getting 0 and 1 because our very first indices is 2. So we will have 0 and 1. And the second partition is 2, 3, and 4, which means between our first indices and second indices. So we will have 2, 3, 4. And the third partition is 5 and 6. So which is derived from third indices. So it is between from 5 to 7. Okay. And we will have the rest item in the next partition. Fine. Let's say, first of all, we will have the array. Let's say column 2. The next array we will have from 2 to 5, right? and the third array we will have from 5 to 7, and the last array we will have after 7 everything. Now let me run this. Okay, so the same number we are getting here. Make sense, guys? Now in the same way, how we can split the 2D array? Okay, so split 2D array. Now let me create the 2D array. So np.arrange method, and here I am passing 16 element and reshape 4 by 4. Okay, now let me print my array. So guys, now we will be split two-dimensional array using split method. Fine. Here I'm using np.split and array, and in this section I'm going to provide 1, 3. So can you let me know what will happen? So first of all, you have to remember the indices. Here I'm passing 1 and 3. Okay, so I will get the only the first array, so this one, right? And after that I am passing the 3. It means I will get between the 1 and 3. Okay, so these two array I will get, and after the 3 I will get this particular array, right? Now let me run this. So guys, here our first indices is 1. So we will have the partition based on 0th index, all right? Because this position will be exclusive, right? So we will have 0th position, which means array 0, 1, 2, 3. And the next indices we have 3, which means we will have 1 and 2, all right? Then our partition will be this one, okay? And the third partition based on whatever is remaining in your array. So this concept you have to remember. Now, if I'm going to change the situation once again, so let me copy here, and I'm going to change my reshape will be 5 by 5. And here I want 25 element. Now let me run this. Now np.split and here array, and the same indices I want will be 1 by 3. Okay. Got it? Now guys, in the same way, how we can split our array vertically. Okay, so as of now, we are going to split our array horizontally. Now I want to split array by column. Okay, so split array by columns. Fine. So simple np.split and here array and indices, and I am passing here 2, 3. As I said, by default your axis become 0. So you can see here. Now I'm going to change your axis equal to 1. Now let me run this. So guys, first of all, we are getting the first two column because I mentioned the first index is 2. So I will get 0 position and the 1 position from the columns. And the next parameter and next indices we have 3. That's why I'm getting the third position, okay, which is 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22, right? After that, whatever there is remaining. So we have 3 and 4, 8, 9, and so on. So we are getting here. Make sense? So guys, in case you want to split your array vertically, then you can provide here axis equal to 1. In case you want to chop your array horizontally, then you can provide axis equal to 0. But for your information, by default, axis equal to 0 in split method. Okay, so this thing you have to remember. Now the another method we have, which is array split method. So guys, this function also split an array into multiple sub array. Okay, and the syntax is also same. So in the array split also we have to pass array and indices and axis. The only difference between array split and split function is array split function allow unequal division based on the chunk size or based on your indices. And on the other hand, split function can raise an exception if it is not possible to divide the sub-array with the same size. Okay, so let me give you an example for your better understanding. Okay, so same way, I'm going to create an array np.arrange method, and here I'm going to provide, let's say, 10 element, right? And np.array split, and here I'm passing array and 4. Okay, so what will happen? So first of all, I'm going to divide this particular array into the 4 sub array. Okay, so now let me run this. Okay, it has to be a split function, right? So guys, you can see here we have successfully split our array into the 4 sub array. All right, so first of all, we are having 3 element, then 3 element, then 2 element, and 2 element. Okay, but the same thing, if I'm going to split using the split function, then what will happen? We will have error because we can't split the 10 elements with the same size into 4 sub array. Okay, now let me run this. So you can see here we are getting exception. Okay, so this is the difference between these two functions. If I am going to pass here array split and I'm going to provide the 5, so we will be divide our array into 5 sub array and with the same size right now. You can see here. Okay, in the same way, if I am using here with the 2 or let's say with the 3 chunk size. So guys, now what will happen? The first array we will have with 3 components or 3 elements, and the next array also we will have 3 element. Third array we will have also again the 3 element and the single element. Now let me run this so you can see here. Right, so guys, in the same way you can pass the multiple index as well. Okay, so now let me create another array. So np dot array, and here I'm going to pass 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and np dot array split, and here a, and I'm going to pass into the tuple 2, 3. Okay, so it means first of all we will have the first 2 element, then between the 2 and 3 indices, and after 3. Okay, so first of all this array will give you the first 2 element. Okay, it means this one, and the next element or array it will give you the between 2 colon 3, and the third array after 3. Okay, so this will be the answer. Okay, now let me run this first. So you can see here first 2 element and only the third element, and after third element. Right, now let me run this. Make sense, guys? And here also you can use the access method, access equal to 0 and access equal to 1. Okay, so how we can use it? So array equal to np dot arrange, and here I want 8. Now let me change the reshape, which is 2 by 4, and now let me print my array. Okay, so let's say np dot array split, and here I'm using here array, and the chunk size is 2 and access equal to 0. Now let me run this. Fine, and now what I'm doing here, np dot array of split and array, the same thing, and now I'm going to change my access equal to 1. Okay, so guys, now what will happen? Your array will be split based on the column. Now let me run this. So first of all, I supply here the 2, so I will have 0, 1, and 4 and 5. So you can see here this one. The next argument we have 3, and after that we will have everything. It means 2 and 3 and 6 and 7. So you can see here. Okay, so first of all first 2 column, then after the second column. Okay, in the same way, if I'm going to change the indices, let's say I want 2, 3. Okay, so it means first of all we will have first 2 column, then third column, then fourth column. Okay, now let me run this. Okay, so you can see here first 2 column, then third column, this one, and this is the fourth column. Make sense? So guys, again, difference between the array split and split method, the parameter wise these two functions are exactly same. The key difference is that array split allow unequal division given an integer based on the second parameter, but on the other hand split method would throw an error when it will not be able to split array into the same size. Right, guys? So guys, one thing also you have to remember while you are using the array split function, in array split function the last partition would hold less data to accommodate the unequal division. Okay, so this thing you have to remember. Now next method we will be discuss, let's say NumPy horizontally split method. Fine, so this NumPy HSplit method horizontally column wise split the input array. Okay, and guys, this function is just similar to the split function when you are using access equal to 1 in split function. Okay, now let me tell you. So let's suppose I'm going to create an array equal to np dot arrange method, and 20 element I want. My reshape will be, let's say, 5 by 4, and now let me print my array. Fine, now this particular array I want to split, so np dot hsplit, and here I'm passing array and 2. Now let me run this. So guys, you can see here, first of all, we are getting the first two column, right? So 0 and 1, then we are getting 2 and 3. Okay. And now let me pass the list of indices. So np.hsplit and here array, and I'm going to pass 3, 4. Okay. So it will pick from 0, 1, 2, then secondly between the indices 3 and 4. Okay. So you can see here. So first of all, we will have the first 3 column and the last column. Make sense, guys? Now let me print once again. So guys, as I said, we can achieve this using split function also with axis equal to 1. It means split function with axis equal to 1 and HSplit function both are same. Now let me tell you how. So np.split array and 3, 4, and here I'm using axis equal to 1. So what will happen? I will get the same answer. Now let me run this. So you can see here, first of all, I am getting the 0, 1 and second index, then between the 3 and 4. Make sense, guys? Now let me tell you the another method, which is VSplit method. Okay. VSplit function is just similar to the split function with axis equal to 0. Okay. So this method is split an array into multiple subarray vertically. Okay. And as I said, VSplit is equivalent to the split function with the axis equal to 0. Okay. So what it means, now let me tell you, np.arrange method, and here I'm going to pass 1, 10 and reshape 2 by 3, right? And now I'm going to print my array. So here 3 by 3. Now what I'm doing here, so np.vsplit, and I'm going to pass array and 3. Okay. So I will have the 3 sub array with the same size. You can see, right? If I'm going to use here np.split and array and 3, by default axis equal to 0. So I will get the same answer. Fine. In the same way, x equal to np.arrange method, and here I'm going to pass 24 element dot reshape, and here I want 2 by 2 by 6. Okay. Now let me print my x. So guys, here what I'm doing, np.vsplit and x, 3. Okay. So what will happen? So guys, in this case, I will get an error, right? Because I can't split this data with the same size. So you can see here, I'm getting an exception. Your array should be equal division. Okay. So np.vsplit, and here I can pass x, 2. Make sense? And now let me print so you can see the output right now. Okay. So this particular function is just similar to the split function with axis equal to 0. And on the other hand, HSplit function is just similar to the split function with axis equal to 1. Okay. So this thing you have to remember. And the last function, we have the split function. So guys, split array into multiple sub array along with the third axis. Okay. So guys, what it means, so np.dsplit, and here I'm going to pass x, and this is my the indices, let's say 2, 3. Okay. So see what will happen. Now let me run this. Now we are getting this particular output. So first of all, I'm passing the first index, which is 2. So I'm getting 0, 1 and 6, 7, then 12, 13 and 18 and 19. And the third, we have only the third indices. So we will have 2 and 8 and 14 and 20. And after that, whatever we have remaining, let's say 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11 and 15, 16, 17 and 21, 22 and 23. Okay. So guys, DSplit function is split into the 3 sub array. The first array size is 2 by 2 by 2. And the second array size is 2 by 2 by 1. And the third array size is 2 by 2 by 3. Okay. So this thing you have to remember. Now, in the same way, we can use the HSplit and VSplit function with the combination as well. So let's suppose I'm generating a array 1 equal to np.random.randint, and here 2, 10, or let's say I want the size equal to 9 by 9. Okay. Now let me print my array 1. Right. So this is my the array. Now what I'm doing here, let's say result equal to I'm using the list comprehension NP, which is HSplit, and here I'm going to pass and by the chunk size 3. And for I in NP dot VSplit, and here I'm going to pass array 1 and chunk size is 3. Okay, now let me print the result here. Now we are getting this particular answer. Okay, and now let me tell you the without comprehension, and then we will analyze this particular output. So first of all, let me copy this, and here what I want, I'm going to print the I. Simple, guys. And from this I, what I want, print np dot hsplit, and here I with the third size, or you can say that 3 chunk size. Now let me run this. So guys, first of all, we are getting this particular array based on this I, and here I'm going to horizontally split the data based on this chunk size. Okay, so I will be split based on the 9, 6, and 8, and after that whatever we have remaining, let's say 4, 3, 2, and 8, 6, 3. Okay, and in the same way, next I we are getting this array, and the same process we are following here as well. So now guys, let me summarize once again. So guys, first of all, we understood how we can use a split function. So a split function splits an array into multiple subarray. Okay, and a split function work along either axis equal to 0 or axis equal to 1. And guys, the second function we used array split. Okay, so it split an array into multiple subarray of equal or nearly equal size, and this function will not raise any exception as we have seen in a split function. And guys, third function we have seen HSplit method. Okay, this particular function splits an array into multiple subarray horizontally, and you have to remember axis equal to 0 and axis equal to 1. In the same way, we have seen VSplit method. So it split array into multiple subarray vertically, and again you have to remember axis equal to 0 and axis equal to 1. And the last function, which is DSplit. So DSplit function splits array into multiple subarray along with your third axis. Okay, so guys, this is all about Python NumPy split array tutorial. So we have seen different kind of method by which we can split array based on our need.